in India, we cannot find such a teaching. I can say I have heard from many teachers, but Sir Pastoral teaching is, and Danny and also Vinny also joins in this Friday group. So these three teachers, we are three diamonds for us. So we have been blessed.
Hey friends, welcome to the Determined Truth Podcast, where we equip the church to be the church.
Hey everyone, welcome into the show. We're doing something a little different this week. We've been in the pastoral epistles, and we've talked about a few different issues that are related to the churches, but today we're having kind of a side conversation with a ministry that we're also involved with here at Determined Truth, and it has to do with pastors in India. And this kind of goes along with the season also as well with Thanksgiving week, where we have giving that we give, and we are a nonprofit ministry, and so we actually do raise all our own support, financial support for these sorts of things to happen, even things like the podcast. So this is just a good opportunity to share another story of what we're doing and how we're equipping pastors. But Rob, how do we want to set up today's interview that we'll be showing here in a minute?
Well, we have some criminal activities that are also bringing in some funds for us as well, but that doesn't provide enough. So, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. You mean our deep fantasy football league that with all the money laundering that happening in there?
Yeah, and we don't talk about Bruno.
There you go.
I have no idea what question you just asked me now, but
I eloquently set up why we're talking about Karunakar on today's episode.
So we are going to interview Karunakar and his wonderful wife Gayatri. We're going to put a link in the show notes as well to a live stream that we did with Karunakar and Gayatri. Their stories, their testimonies, especially Gayatri's, are fantastic stories. So we did an interview with them about a year or more ago on a live stream. But just to talk about the ministry that we have in India with Marcus and Ashley up in the north in Delhi, and Karunakar and Gayatri. I've said before, Karunakar is the finest leader I've ever met. Vinny, you're pretty good, but Karunakar is the finest leader I've ever met. I first met him in 2007 when I taught at his Bible college, and then I've been to Delhi. I've been to Pitagorala, his village, a couple of times. We'll tell a little bit of that story in this interview. And what we've said before, and I think I maybe even said this on the interview, is that when you can change and transform and equip a leader, you can affect thousands, because that leader is going to affect hundreds, if not more than hundreds. And Karunakar is affecting like 500 leaders. Mm-hmm. And then they're all affecting, even their churches have 50 people in it, they're affecting, that's like, do the math. It's like 2.5 million. Okay, maybe not. But anyways, and then those leaders affecting others that become leaders. It's just a fantastic way to effectively minister to the gospel and the kingdom. And so the ministry that we have in India, we're going to talk about that a little bit with Karunakar and the things that he's doing. He's got a school, a secular school that meets in his church. He's got a Bible college that meets in his church now once a month that you and I are part, and Danny's a part of. And then we have weekly Zoom calls and weekly Zoom meetings. And then he has a network of other pastors and leaders that him and Gayatri oversee. So it's just fantastic work that they're doing. So just an opportunity to hear from their stories and their testimonies about how Determined Truth is blessing them.
And you mentioned, you made the joke about 500,000. We're not there yet, but think generationally, that could be the case. I mean, he's starting something now. You have first generation of pastors and believers. How is this going to affect people? What does this look like 50 years from now? I mean, it could very well be 500,000 people. And so this is also where we want to share what's happening. And I've even had some folks contact me in the last few weeks we've been posting things and sending out some of our own communication to our folks, letting them know what we've been doing. And they're like, oh, we had no clue that this is what it was happening. This is what was going on. And so this is your opportunity to partner with us to say, we want to see this stuff like this happen now and continue to happen. And so this is where we could just, we have to, we hate asking, and we keep saying that, and it's true. We hate asking for this stuff, but we need help. So to help continue supporting us now, just in our regular ongoing expenses, but then we have special expenses as well. And you and Danny are planning a trip to India coming up in spring of 2026. Talk about that real quick, and then what that entails in terms of what we'll additionally need to ask for help for.
Yeah. So Danny and I are going to be going in March of 2026. We're going to spend 4 or 5 days basically on the ground. It's just the scheduling is difficult because of their weather in the summers. We can't travel in the summers. So during the spring break here at the university, I'll be able to go. We're going to spend a couple days in the north with Marcus and Ashley and working with pastors up there. We're going to do a pastors conference, a little bit more difficult than Delhi because it's much more of a Hindu nationalist state up there. And so we'll work with pastors and leaders up there. And then we're going to take a couple days and go down to the south and Pitagorala with Karunakar and the leaders that he has. And so what we need in terms of that trip, obviously, is prayer and strength and support there. But it's not just our travel expenses. It's not just first class ticket. Okay, maybe not. But plane tickets, the slow boat to China type of thing. And then, but these pastors and stuff, we actually help provide some of their expenses because they're coming from villages, a day's train ride away. And so we help pay for their train fares, maybe $50 or whatever for that. And then they might have some lodging expenses, at the retreat center in the north. And so we help provide some of those coverages there. And then with Karunakar, each of the pastors down in the south, again, $50 or more for each of the pastors. So when you're looking at 500 or more pastors or whatever coming, we're trying to give, something at least to support them to be able to do to be able to come and be trained and be equipped and provide for some of their needs and some of their ministries as well. And so as much as you can give to support the work and the ongoing work that we do, as well as, one-time gifts to help cover our expenses and things there. And this is just going to expand their ministries and expand their work in India. So.
And we pay for all these things out of our own buckets, if you will, our own account. Yeah. So one of the questions that I had posed to me this week is someone said, "Hey, I've been watching what you do. Do I just give to the ministry general? What do I do?" And that's where we would just say, if you're connected to one of us, you could just give to one of us directly. Or if even if you don't know one of us, you might be someone who knows of this podcast through me, but you're saying, okay, I'm going to help support Vinny, but I also want to help Rob on his trip. Feel free to, help Rob out directly we have a link in the show notes here, but it's just at determinetruth.com/give. And that has a website that takes to our giving. And we're a 501c3. It's a fully tax deductible donation as a legitimate nonprofit organization.
Right. Yeah. And if you are aware of Determined Truth through the podcast and you don't know Vinny nor I might particularly, and you want to give to support then sorry, it's just a little clumsy, but what we would ask you to do would be to give 2 different gifts, one for Vinny, one for Rob, because we only have 3 buckets, one for Rob, one for Danny, one for Vinny. And so the way to support that, just give 2, just set up one-time recurring gifts, $5,000 for Rob, $5,000 for Vinny on a monthly basis.
Well, it doesn't have to, 5,000 if it's like you're kind of generous.
Well, yeah, it depends on,
it's pretty generous, but it's like, I know there's some 10,000. We're getting all name it and claim it preaching.
Yeah. We'll give you some prayer hankies.
There's someone out there who has a $10,000 seed they want to know it.
His name's Jeffrey. It's Jeffrey.
That stuff is straight evil. And I think both you and I have been affected by that type of ministry so often, where it's like, man, I hate asking because I do not want to be associated with those creeps, those guys who are going to have to stand.
So if Jeffrey would just give, we won't have to do this again.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, well, here's our interview.
If we get a gift from Jeffrey, by the way, we're just going to laugh. Sorry.
That would be pretty good.
Sorry. I don't know who you are, Jeffrey, but the Lord does.
But the interview, we do talk with Karunakar. There's always going to be that language differential. His English is great, but there is a heavy accent there. For me, you could train your ears. My in-laws have an accent because English is their second language, so it's easier to learn how to hear that way. But we encourage you, even though it's a difficult, there might be that barrier there. Listen to the interview and realizing these are your brothers and sisters. This is your brother and your sister, and so this is a way to have a family connection with someone you've probably never met.
Yeah, and if you listen on Spotify or iTunes or just listen to the podcast, you may actually want to go to YouTube and watch it because your reading lips is a little bit easier to understand the language there.
Yes.
I always, when I listen to them, I will translate if the English audience doesn't know. But I was listening to Karunakar and Gayatri. Well, obviously Gayatri is being translated by Karunakar, and I'm thinking, I'm following everything that they say. But I've been listening to, we've been talking for years as well, so it's a little bit easier for us. So,
yeah, awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, everyone. Hope you enjoy it.
All right. Well, we want to welcome everyone here as we have two of our favorite guests, Karunakar and Gayatri. Actually, I'll do it this way. We have two of our favorite guests, Gayatri and Karunakar. So we are so pleased to have you guys. They've been dear brothers and sisters. Karunakar and I first met, I think, back in 2007 or 2008 when he was finishing Bible college in Delhi. I was privileged enough to be his professor for a couple-week term as he was finishing up his final year of Bible college. And then we've just been able to keep in touch since then. Obviously, Gayatri came into the story after that. They have two beautiful children, and it's just been a privilege to know them. I've been two more times now. I think I've been to Pittagarala twice, Karunakar. 2017 or 18, I think I went, and he did a leadership conference. And then Danny and I went 2.5 years ago there, visited them. Karunakar, I'll say it this way, is one of the finest leaders I've ever met. Him and Gayatri are just a fantastic examples of the gospel and the kingdom of faith in Christ. Their stories are wonderful. We have a live stream that we did with them about a year ago or so. It's on our Determined Truth YouTube page where they told us their stories, and we got to meet them and hear their stories. So thank you so much. And we just want to thank you for the opportunity we have to serve you, and thank you for all that you've given to us. And tell us, Karunakar, how it is that our ministry has been able to serve you and benefit and bless you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Greetings from the India and from Kaapari Ministries, Determinetruth, sir. As you said that in 2007 we met, sir, in the Bible College. It was a great time with you, sir, and I could personally meet you on those days, and I had a special teaching from you, sir, that time, and I fell in love with your teachings and your son, and from that onwards, I have a mind in that I wanted to learn more. So with that, I've been asking you to come India. Not only me learning, and I would like to introduce you all the pastors who are doing their ministry without training, sir. So in 2017, finally you agreed, and with the doubt you came, sir, and finally your coming to India is tremendous miracle, sir. Especially for my place, sir. In those days, you came and taught around 450 to 500 pastors and leaders.
It was great.
In different places of South India, sir. And also, you have a public meeting also in public meeting evening. 900 people heard from you the gospel, and so many people have been blessed, sir, by the teaching also. And also TV telecast also we did, sir.
We did TV. We did some TV recordings.
TV with the TV recordings. Around one district of the people saw the telecast, sir, and the teachings also blessed to the so many people, sir. So many people, I can say that.
That was just a great time that we had. Karunakar had put on, Vinny, he put on an outdoor crusade in the evenings, and we had up to 900 people coming in the evenings. And then we had 3 different opportunities to go to different areas because very poor, very rural pastors, very poor, who didn't have much of an education. And Karunakar on, I think, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday had arranged each day that we would go to a different place and do a pastor's training. And I think we had about 450 pastors over the course of those 3 different days. And then on Friday, I was privileged to spend some time with his family, meeting his father and going to his home and his village there. And then, of course, in the evening, we had the crusades. And then in the afternoon, we did some TV recordings. So that was just a great opportunity. So he does wonderful work in leading pastors and leaders, especially his heart is for these pastors who just don't have an education, don't have a training. And here, Karunakar, I'm not sure how old you were in 2017, but these pastors looked to him and looked to you as a leader. And it was just clear your leadership skills were there. You were a servant. You weren't arrogant, or you were just serving them. And it was just a great opportunity to see your skills, obviously to meet Gayatri then. I think Shamiksa had already been born. So just this little baby girl that was there, and just a great time to meet you and your family.
Sir, in that, I would like to add on some more, sir.
Yes.
You were teaching and equipping all our pastors and leaders in those days, and not only teaching, sir, as in the Bible, Jesus teaching at the same time feeding the people also, sir. So after you were coming to India and went back, you didn't leave us, sir. And in the Corona time, I can say some wonderful the work you did, sir, through Determinetruth, sir. That I can say that in 2020 we got a severe lockdown in India, sir. Especially.
During the coronavirus. Yeah.
So many people were locked down in the houses, and many of the roadside people, they don't have hotels and they don't have food at all. So in those days, I shared with you, sir, the problem, this all what is happening in India. So you moved, sir, and you prayed with your team, and we could those days we could provide every day 100 people, sir, food for
they were feeding all these people. It was so incredible.
Yes, sir. And that also we did, and also we have given rice and groceries, and also to the village pastors, sir, who are especially those days, pastors who are not having church meetings and no income for them. So we could give food and clothes and groceries, vegetables, sir, and also. That was a wonderful thing, sir. And one more thing, sir, I never forgot, sir. My father, especially.
Yeah, your father. That was such a.
Almost, he is supposed to die, sir. Without your prayers, he would have died, sir. That's much situation happened. So you prayed for him, and also I remember the team also prayed for him, sir, and supported him, financially supported, mainly financially supported for his hospital expenses, sir. That was really awesome blessing for us, sir. Because of your prayers and your support, he is alive, and that time you talked with him and you shared the gospel to him, sir, and love of Jesus. What you talked with him, and after that, after his deathbed, he received Jesus after your talks, and he accepted Jesus. And my mother and father, they have taken baptism by me, sir. That was wonderful privilege. I never forgot, sir. I never thought that he will accept Jesus.
I know.
Such a way.
What was his religion prior to that?
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
What was your father's religion before that?
Hindu, sir. He's completely Hindu, sir.
Very Hindu.
Okay.
And very much he did not appreciate Karunakar being a pastor, and he was betraying the family, and so go ahead, Karunakar.
Not at all like him, sir. Like me, sir.
He didn't like. He really was really harsh with you.
He abused me, and he scolded me, and he put me down. You are doing it worst job you are doing in the world. Like that, he scolded me, sir. Such a way he was behavior, and finally he could see love of Jesus when we served him on the Corona time, sir. So finally he understood the love of Jesus, and he come to know Jesus, and now he is saved, sir. That was a wonderful miracle.
He's one of those stories. I'm sorry, Karunakar, of the very few people that were on oxygen and actually came off oxygen and survived coronavirus. And not only that, but in India, Vinny, that when you're hospitalized like that, there's a bill and they have to pay that bill. And Karunakar said, I have to take him out of the hospital because we can't afford the bill. And so many people with Determinetruth were praying for him. Our prayer team was praying for him, and then started supporting financially to help Karunakar pay the bill. He still had to take him out of the hospital, and yet he survived. And through that, one of the greatest joys I've had in life, Karunakar, and you're going to make me cry, was when Danny and I went to India 2.5 years ago, and I saw your father, and here's a man that I had met 5-6 years earlier, and he was not happy to meet me. He was peaceable and whatever, but he wasn't pleased because I was a Christian and I was leading his son astray. And then we go in 2022, and there's this big smile. And this man was sitting in church with Gayatri and the family, and Gayatri was singing, and he was worshiping, and he was smiling, and you could just see the peace of Christ and the love of Christ that was in him. And that was just one of the greatest joys I've ever had, was to see the way Jesus transform your father and your mother as well. So, yeah.
Really, I'm thankful to the Determined Truth team, and especially who prayed for him and who constantly supported him for his health. And I never forgot, sir, that moment, sir, what you did, and for India and for us especially, sir.
What many people did. What many people who had Determined Truth did. Yeah.
And also given not only for my family, sir, for other pastors, and every December we provide blankets to the roadside people from Determined Truth organization, sir. I also forgot that also, sir. And giving widows to the saris and food for them, like that, sir. Many things we, as Jesus, given food for poor people who are needy. So like that, not only word of God, you are really a blessing to the India, sir. Really, I can say that, sir, strongly.
Yeah. Well, you are a dynamic leader, and Gayatri is a phenomenal woman, and your children are fantastic, and you're doing the work. So it's easy for us to support you doing the work and to pray for you, but you guys are the ones out there doing the work and risking everything. And during coronavirus, I was like, you're going to get sick. You're exposing yourself, but you sacrificed, and you served food, and you served blankets, and you cared for people. And, I saw the pictures on Facebook, and it's just, it was a wonderful testimony for the kingdom that you guys have done. So.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I just find this really interesting. Not only did your father, is he one of the rare people who survived being on oxygen? The same thing happened to my dad.
That's right.
He was on oxygen. He was in a ventilator for 2 weeks, and he was able to survive. And so that's interesting. I've not met anyone else who's been in that situation. So
that's right. I forgot. I remembered as soon as we were talking, Vinny, that had happened as well. So yeah. So
hey, let's talk. I'd love to hear about. I know that Karunakar, you've been organizing pastors for years, where Danny and Rob have both had regular teachings with your pastor groups, and I've been fortunate to be able to substitute teach for Rob and Danny on many occasions. But then this past year, you wanted to start a Bible college. Can you tell us about what made you want to decide to do that and how that works? Because there's a lot of work on your end to have this monthly Bible college.
Yes, sir. Yeah, really, I am very happy to share these things, sir. Thanks for asking, sir. Especially in 2023, sir, a second miracle happened, sir. Pastor Rob and also Danny, they both came, sir, and it was wonderful time with us, sir. So they both stayed with us for 2 days, and they have taught around 350 pastors, sir, around 350 pastors for 2 days. And also one more miracle is they have traveled with me to my Gayatri's family also, sir.
You got to meet Gayatri's family. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And there also we could spend some time, sir. And really the second time coming to the India, Pastor Rob and Danny was made a lot of difference, sir, because people already got habituated with SARS teaching and previously, and second time they really liked the teachings what Pastor Rob taught and also Danny taught. So some people they consult me, and after the meeting, after they went back, they said that it is good. Nice teachings they have given, nice inputs they have given, such a feedbacks I got from different pastors, sir. So I thought to keep these teachings continue. How can I do it like that? I'm thinking and praying for that, and one day I proposed, sir, can you please teach us every week? So
every month.
Yeah, not every month.
Every week on the Zoom calls. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
so Zoom calls, and
Yeah.
but whatever I ask, sir, even though he is very busy, but he loves me a lot, and he loves India. How much love he has for the people of India, I can see him. I can see in him, brother. So immediately agreed. Even though he is busy, agreed, and every Friday, 6:30 to 7:30, the teaching on the book, First Corinthians, Second Corinthians, and Book of Acts. Now Book of Acts is going on, and Mark, Luke. So book by book, Sari teaching, and the teachings are very helpful for pastors who are attending in the Zoom. So a lot of testimonies I can hear from them, like. Some people are there like Raja Rao, and also in the Zoom, also some pastors like Raja Rao and David and Stephen and also Sajiva. And from the ladies, we can say Sailaja sister and also Padma. So many leaders and pastors, they wait for Friday, and whatever way of teaching Pastor Rob saying they liked, and they are very much interested, and like that it is moving on. And from the teaching, many of the pastors are being trained, and the trainings are affecting their ministry, especially when they go back on the Sunday. The preaching styles are entirely different by listening these thoughts and sir explanation, interpretation on the Bible. How he is giving is awesome. So no, in India we cannot find such a teaching. I can say I have heard from many teachers, but sir Pastoral teaching is, and Danny and also Vinny also joins in this Friday group. So these three teachers, we are three diamonds for us. So we are being blessed. And also Bible College is my dream project, sir. Bible College, because Bible colleges are placed in main cities like Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad, so main cities. But in the villages, there is no Bible college. So my intention, my desire was to at least I want to establish here in Pudugala. So I proposed Pastor Rob, and I said to him, and he prayed over it, and finally in the month of August 2025, we could start the Bible college, sir, and with the 20 pastors and leaders. So Pastor Rob and Pastor Danny and also Vinny, these three are teaching, and these are also very great blessing for the pastors. And really, in the Bible college, different testimonies I hear. One pastor came from one church, and he, especially Sir Pastor Rob, your teachings, he likes a lot. He likes like anything, and he said me a great testimony that Sir teaching has a different way, and I'm really learning new things. And one police officer also joined in our Bible college, and he does night duties over, and early morning he directly from the duty he comes to the class.
Okay.
Your three classes will never he will not miss, sir. Your three of you who you are teaching the classes, these three classes he will not miss. So such a way they are being blessed, sir. So like that it is happening, sir. All because of your prayers, and Determinetruth Ministry is taken a lot of burden for this. Really, I can say it is not easy, sir. It is not easy to run. It is very difficult, sir. It's like giving food for them and travel expense, because all the pastors are very poor background, sir. They don't have much income. Very low incomes that they face. So getting training also is a bit difficult for them. But we are giving food for them, like from the Determined Ministries. We are giving food and breakfast and lunch and also dinner and also snacks and traveling expenses also we are giving for them, sir.
Oh wow.
Thank you so much. I'm heartfully, I have to say thanks for making our dream become true.
Yeah.
Determinetruth Ministries. Really, I
Yeah.
thank you so much, sir. This
You
is what all
know,
about college and weekly online Zoom meetings, sir.
you're welcome. Yeah. One of the things that we've said, from the beginning is that there are ministries like World Vision and Compassion International that do wonderful things in villages with children and
Mhm.
education, and that's great. And some of those children might grow up to be dynamic leaders in the church or in their families and their communities. But when you can get a leader like Karunakar or leaders like Karunakar and Gayatri,
Mhm.
and you can train and equip them, they're going to not only impact their own community, they're going to impact other leaders. And then you impact, 50 other leaders, 100 other leaders. And then those 100 other leaders are raising up other leaders and other members of their own congregation. You're impacting thousands and tens of thousands,
Mhm.
by the domino effect. And so when you have an opportunity to train and equip Gayatri and Karunakar and Pastor Stephen and Pastor David and Raja Rao and Amundsen and so many others, it's just a privilege. It's just an honor for us to do so. And we thank you for that opportunity. So
We wanted to make it short, sir, but I have other things
yeah,
to share,
that's
sir.
okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
but and we also want to remind you that we have a live stream that we did. We'll find it, Vinny, and put the link, I think, and when we post this
Mhm.
as well, with Gayatri and Karunakar. Gayatri's testimony is so awesome. It's so incredible, and so is Karunakar's testimony. And just to hear their stories, their backgrounds. They both come from Hindu families, not Christian families. Of course, Karunakar has an auntie who's kind of the hero of the story.
Mhm.
She's the Christian leader that just really, gave him support and relief when dad and mom did not. And so it's just a wonderful story, and we really want to encourage everyone to kind of watch that video as well. So thank you so much. Anything else, Vinny, that we wanted to
I want
discuss?
to
Well, I just want to say, excuse me, I just really appreciate both of you. And Karnakar, I always love when I have the opportunity to work with one of your groups because you're so professional. And I just always trust you as an interpreter, as just, I know that if administratively you're going to be setting up everything, you're going to be leading well. And so I just always appreciate when I get to work with you because you're, like Rabba said, you're a special guy, not just a dynamic leader for India, but you're just a good leader of the people that we've met in general. And so your community is very blessed to have you.
Yeah.
Yes. One more thing, sir. I wanted to thank for wonderful updates, sir. That we have no building and no house at all, sir. So we have been praying a lot, and we suffered a lot, traveling, like moving with the kids and wife.
Yeah.
That home to home, other home to prayer also. Sometimes in some areas and other area they kicked out us, and like that is happening. We prayed a lot, and when I shared with Pastor Rob about our vision about building, so Pastor Rob has taken, like father, he has taken responsibility and he supported us. Almost all I can say that in the building part, almost all completed from the Determinetruth Ministries, sir. Your works and your prayers, so that I can say, sir. And also we are running a school also in the building. Three things are, sir. One is downstairs, giving education for children, sir. Secular education, best education we are giving, sir. That is Gayatri is taking care of it, sir.
Yeah.
And also in the middle, first floor we are running the church and Bible college, and top floor we are family living with our two kids, sir. That's what all. And small words from the Gayatri also, sir. She wanted to share.
Okay.
Praise the Lord, sir.
Praise the Lord, sister. Thank you.
సార్ డిటర్మెంట్రూత్ మినిస్ట్రీ చూస్తూ వాకింగ్ వస్తుంది ఏషియా 58 ఏళ్ళు ఆకలి ఉన్న వారితో మీరు ఆహారం పంచుకోండి, మరియు నిరాశ్రయులకు ఆశ్రయం ఇవ్వండి, అవసరమైన వారికి బట్టలు ఇవ్వండి, మీ సొంత బంధువులకు సహాయం చేయండి.
Sir, Determinetruth Ministry, when I thought about that ministry, I remember one word that Isaiah chapter 8 verse 7, that verse is like, you are always praying. Whenever you pray for us, that you pray for us like in this building, so many people has to learn word of God, and so many people has to be feeded and given cloth to the poor. So that's what happening from you, sir, in this building.
Thank you.
సో మీరు సపోర్ట్ చేసినందుకు చాలా చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. సో ఆకలిగా ఉన్న వారితో అంటే వృద్ధులు కావచ్చు, పాస్టర్స్ కావచ్చు, పేదవాళ్ళు కావచ్చు, అనేక మందికి ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఫుడ్ వెళ్తా ఉంది డిటర్మెంట్ ట్రూత్ వల్ల.
సో ఈ యొక్క డిటర్మెంట్ ట్రూత్ మినిస్ట్రీ sorry sir.
You almost started in Telugu. Yeah. In English, please. In English.
Yeah. This Determined Truth Ministry team, whoever is supporting and praying for us, for India, and for the pastors, and who are the hungry and who has no clothes, and praying a lot for all of us, and especially from India. So we are heartfully thanking everyone.
Thanks for joining us today. If you dug it, please subscribe and share it with others. Check us out at Determinetruth.com to see more of what we do and maybe even consider supporting us. See you next time.
Faith is an ocean you can walk on.